Okay. See if we can get some more.
San Manuel Casino is now the Omaha Resort and Casino at San Manuel.
Searching for a solution to looking younger, but you don't want to deal with needles, invasive surgery, scars, or downtime. Dr. Rispler and the team at LDI offer an affordable, state-of-the-art, robotic, non-invasive treatment option that is one of the first in Southern California. This hands-free device remodels the tissue in the face and neck to achieve more defined facial features and jawlines. The device also works by improving blood circulation to achieve that face and neck lift you want without the downtime. This is an industry first and utilizes the most advanced technology to create treatments that are tailored to address your specific needs, and it's better than invasive technology. And if you're looking to lift and tighten your abdomen, butt, flabby arms, or thighs, LDI's groundbreaking new technology is proven to eliminate fat while increasing muscle mass and
Maybe I should turn the light off.
Dr. Rispler provides you
Then I can see a lot better.
Schedule your in-person or telehealth assessment now. Call 800-606-6000 or getldi.com.
Now at 8, it's Mental Health Monday, and tonight we're taking a look at the healing power of animals for people recovering from trauma. A local program is making a big difference in the lives of those who've sacrificed so much for our country.
KCAL 9's Amy Johnson has the remarkable story of...
He's had more than a share of mental health challenges.
I went to alcohol as a solution, and, I was very much an alcoholic, hardcore. I lived on the street.
But here at the Lockwood Animal Rescue Center in Fraser Park, for the past 7 years, Stanley has been able to maintain his sobriety.
Going for a close-up.
At Lockwood, veterans and wildlife help rescue each other.
Animal therapy, I think, is one of the greatest things they ever came up with. He eases anxiety, helps with depression, the whole works. Here they go.
They have a sense of dignity and purpose.
Dr. Lou that he's bring out of his cage before escaping to the safety of a tree. Stanley understood Rocket just needed some time.
You can't rush right there. You gotta let these guys come to you.
Eventually, Rocket did come down and got the medical care he needed, convincing scared animals to accept care.
It teaches you how to earn trust again.
Dr. Lindner says there's a reason combat veterans in particular benefit so much from working in wildlife rescue.
In the military, the camaraderie that develops is essential for survival, and they are taught over and over again that their buddy is part of what's going to make them live or die. So it's really important to have that pack in the military, and here they have the opportunity to not only do something purposeful with their lives again by helping these animals recover themselves, but are also getting the intrinsic value of being around a wild animal that accepts you into his or her pack.
Amy Johnson, KCAL 9 News.
Well, the 7 members of the 2022 Tournament of Roses Royal Court were announced today. The teams were selected from 24 Pasadena area schools.
Each of the 7 young women selected will receive a $7,500 educational scholarship, and one of them will be named Rose Queen. That announcement will happen in 3 weeks.
It is hard to believe we are talking about the Rose Parade, and
we very much need. We're going to continue to see the rain kind of make its way through the viewing area as we go through the night tonight, and maybe even linger into early morning tomorrow. So that's definitely good news. As we take a look at our satellite radar composite,
got that one right over there.
Coming up from the south here, south to north is the direction that this rain has been moving in. We're seeing some pretty heavy pockets of rain here and there, though, as we go to San Bernardino. Light rain here right along the 10 and the 15, but look down to the south. Folks in Anaheim are getting some pretty heavy rain right now. Calabasas, the Hidden Hills area, you've got a nice shower that is moving to the north of you at this hour. So if we go to LAX, we are looking at some showers and storms being reported right now with current temperatures in the low 70s there. Marietta reporting rain as well. 68 degrees is the current temperature for them. We've got winds out of the northeast.
It's thunderstorming at LAX right now.
So as we take a look at what's going on temperature-wise, despite the rain, it is
over
still,
here it is.
Fairly comfy outside. We still got mid-70s.
Ooh, that was a beauty.
76 for the folks in
What
Bergen.
was that, positive?
Further toward the coastline there.
I don't know. That one looked like a positive to me.
So not bad at all. We're going to get into your tomorrow. We're going to do it all over again. Now, the thing is that we're looking at a cooling trend, but it's not going to be...
Got that one.
That much cooler until we head toward
Yeah,
the
sure
end of the
did.
week, really. And you'll see in the 7-day forecast as another system approaches. So as we get toward Thursday and Friday,
Where are these moving?
we'll increase the clouds and also
They're moving
another
northwest.
possible chance for rain. As we take a look at tomorrow, though, I think for the we're doing okay. In fact, for the most part, we're going to be dry. 72 for the beaches, 77 for LA and Orange County. We're looking at sunshine here. But then as we head toward Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, things start to change a little bit as another system comes our way, really impacts our temperatures. This is where we start to cool down.
Oops.
This time as
Oh,
we
man,
get to
missed
Wednesday
it.
and Thursday. Then, as
Oh,
we get
well, you
into
got that
those
one.
numbers really start to rebound nicely for just about everybody. So the Inland Empire is looking for 83 degrees tomorrow. You're in the low 70s by Thursday, 60s. It's going to be cool and damp for you as we get into Friday. But a rebound is on tap for you nicely. Just in time for the weekend. 83 degrees tomorrow for the high desert and 59 degrees for the mountains. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Marquina. Well, singer Billie Eilish is set to make music history.
9 on Entertainment is coming up next.
A new movie shocks the box office with the pandemic era
Is happening? We'd like to hear from you on social media. Share your story ideas, photos, and video by using the hashtag CBSLA.
Is there something that KCAL9 News should investigate? Call the KCAL9 Investigates tip line at 818-655-2442.
Oh, you got that one.
Or can't with Frontier's 500 meg fiber optic internet for just $49.99 per month, plus a Visa reward card on us.
Live free. Go solar American style with Sempra Solaris, your local veteran-owned solar and battery storage contractor. Here's veteran, founder, and owner Kelly Shawhan.
In the military, when you give your word, it just is your word. Work hard to keep your word. That's what we do every single day.
I've heard about Sempra Solaris and found out that they were veterans. I knew they were going to do the job right. Add Tesla Powerwall and be ready for
There you go. Oh, that was a good one.
Sempra Solaris offers new AC systems with a
Standard on all 2021 Volkswagen SUVs, unlike all Honda or Subaru SUVs. Hurry in and get 0% APR financing for 36 months, plus a $500 bonus on a new 2021 Tiguan.
KCAL9 celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month.
Oh, there you go. Zoom in just a little more so you can get a better shot.
In 9 on entertainment.
Oh, there you go, Jay.
The darkly comic Venom topped both Shang-Chi and the
the old path that where Venom appears, and it's horrendous.
Woody Harrelson returns to the franchise as Venom's ultimate adversary, Carnage.
People love serial killers.
Why is it fun to play the bad guy? I don't know. Naomi Harris plays Woody's love interest, Shriek. She's also Miss Moneypenny in the new Bond film, No Time to Die, and gives Tom a ringing endorsement as the next potential 007.
Oh, my God.
Oh, holy Malukas. That was a good one.
He would be amazing.
Holy wow. That one looked like a positive.
I don't know about that.
Is defaulting on its bills for the first time ever. Well, President Biden says Americans' retirement accounts could be impacted if lawmakers don't.
Oh, there you go.
We have kids to raise, championships to win, people to inspire, dogs to walk, laps to swim, pictures to paint, cards
Oh, there you go.
to spin, athletes to train, concerts to perform. LA better together. Because we love a healthy
Ooh.
LA.
Well, you caught that one.
The laws changed the whole housing.
You have more than regular energy. It's Jennifer Lopez energy. Or J-Lo energy. Seems forced. Jennifer LeBlanc energy. Overdone. Energy. Visit Goldie.com today. Energy.
KCAL9 has the only courtroom
Oh, there you go.
Who got the best? Let me tell you.
I saw that one.
all around the clock.
Clean up that massive oil spill off our coast. Tonight, the growing concern for wildlife.
Come on, give me a good one.
Try to keep the oil from spreading. Plus, the first lawsuit already filed as an
Come on, give me a
hearing
good one.
services on what may have caused the leak.
And homeless camp cleanup. Another
Oh,
LA
oh.
park is getting a major overhaul after turning into a tent city. So what will happen to all the
That wasn't really a good one, but oh.
And we're streaming on CBSN Los Angeles. I'm Serene Branson, in tonight for Pat Harvey.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. 2 days after 125,000 gallons of crude oil leaked into the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Huntington Beach, crews are still racing to clean up and contain the disaster. Officials have deployed more than 5,000 feet of protective booms and skimming equipment to try and slow the spread of the oil.
According to the Coast Guard, the 13-mile-long oil slick is moving down the coast of Orange County. It stretches
there you go.
from Huntington Beach to Laguna Beach and will keep moving south with the current. It could eventually reach Mexico.
Well, as the oil moves south, animals are dying and world-famous beaches have been closed for months.
CBS News correspondent Lilia Luciano has the very latest from Huntington Beach.
Ooh, I think you caught that one.
Found the source of the leak, as
I think I did.
Federal agencies have deployed more than 100 people in an all-out effort to stop the spill from spoiling California's
I hope I caught that one.
beaches. Tonight, one early theory is that the pipeline may have been punctured by a passing ship.
Is there suspicion that
There you go, Jace.
by the anchor of a ship? Is that something that you're looking into?
That is one of the distinct possibilities, yes.
Nearly 130,000 gallons of crude oil, enough to fuel.
There's probably going to be flight delays going in and out of LAX and Long Beach. Ooh, there you go, Jace. Oh! Now that was a good one. Oh, there you go. You got another one. Ricochet there.
Amplify energy for not acting quickly enough.
We were not aware of anything Friday night. If there were reports, like I said, they did not come to us.
Boats with skimmers are scooping out oily globs, and floating barriers are protecting the beach.
They call it Surf City, but for a long time there won't be any surfing.
I'm starting to see the winds pick up here.
The shoreline will
It's got to be downdrafts.
It could take months before
The parent company behind the rig has received 125 non-compliance violations by federal inspectors. This pipeline is inspected regularly and has revealed no recent problems. Also at risk, a nearby wildlife habitat, home to 90 species of birds.
Here you can still see crews working on cleanup. You can also notice the booms and protective barriers that are in place to contain the oil and prevent any further damage to the marshlands and the vulnerable bird species that live in them. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, Huntington Beach, California.
Stay with KCAL 9 News for continuing.
Okay, winds are really starting to pick up now.
Coming up at 10, Newport Beach shuts down the harbor. We'll take a look at the impact on local businesses. Again, that's coming up on KCAL 9 News at 10.
Ooh, there you go, Jace.
Wild weather, rain,
That was a good one.
felt across the South End this evening.
All eyes turned to the skies when lightning hit this afternoon. Our crew in Sky 9 captured some active storm clouds during sunset.
It's raining! That's not my stadium! And if that voice sounds familiar,
Ooh, now that was a good one.
Checking out the rain at SoFi Stadium, where the bad weather delayed tonight's Chargers game.
Oh my heavens, Lord.
Outside, here we are looking out towards the coast there. You saw that?
Oh my gosh.
Serene, we captured yet another lightning bolt.
It seems like every time we take that picture, we're getting some lightning.
Lots of action out there still.
Now. Yeah. Or could we see more
Take it
rain
easy on my
overnight?
back here. There we go.
Is tracking the latest conditions for us.
Ouch.
Show out there, Martina.
Yeah, it's not hard to find a lightning strike tonight, it seems. And yeah, we are going to continue to see the rain on and off as we go through the overnight as well. As you take a look at satellite
That was
radar,
an owl right there.
it's still pretty active out there. Lots of places are
I think
dry,
that was an owl.
but some places are seeing light rain. Even heavy rain is on radar. You can see it making its way through Anaheim. You see that cell that just moved through? The good thing is that even though these cells are containing pretty heavy rain, they're moving at a pretty good clip. So their storm system, or at least potential storm system on the way. We'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit. Back to you.
Marquina, thanks. It's one of LA's iconic parks, and like many other
Okay, get ready, Jay. You could see some more big ones.
It's become home to a sprawling tent encampment.
But now
I'm ready for it.
are set to close part of it for a deep
Filming right now.
clean
Oh, there you go, Jace.
MacArthur Park,
Right over there.
in LA's Westlake district.
What is that, 2 o'clock? Yeah, 2 o'clock.
KCAL 9
I'd say it would be about 2 o'clock.
Is live in MacArthur Park with the details. And Tom, we've seen how a park closure can really spark unrest.
Zoom in just a little. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Before
before we get to that, as you were just talking about the weather, we
There
are
you go.
seeing some real changes in just the past few seconds here at MacArthur Park. Lots of lightning flashes and the wind just picking up and very strong gusts. Calming down for just a second here, but as we get back to our story here, you can see just behind me, these fence poles are
60%.
already going up. They're getting ready to fence off the entire park while they do a deep clean. You know, it's heartbreaking. Park is beyond alarming. Neighbors say the tent city here has steadily grown in recent months, and with
I don't go in there. If you come here after 8, 9 p.m., it's
blocks from MacArthur Park. Would you feel safer here?
no, of course not. Of course not. No, we never come here.
We will house every person from the park.
MacArthur Park is in Councilman Gil Cedillo's district. His office announced that on Friday, October 15th, the park's south side by the lake will close, and with it, deep cleaning, along with other improvements, things like lighting, seating, and landscaping. Councilman Cedillo says they've already found housing for almost 200 people who are recently living here.
We've been able to place 197 placements. People who were unhoused had the courage to work with us and put themselves in a better situation.
Relocating the unhoused presents. Would you be willing to go into a shelter or housing if they were able to find it for you?
No, not right now.
Cedillo is also trying to avoid scenes like this. When police and activists clashed at Echo Park back in March, when authorities cleared the tent encampment,
Bit of a ricochet there.
Say the homeless were not given adequate housing. City leaders dispute that claim. Cedillo says measures are already being taken to avoid conflict.
For the council, homelessness, and for the city, homelessness is a very vexing problem. We're all committed to it, but it's a very complex problem. It was there before we got there. We hope it's not there when we leave.
I don't want them to keep living on the streets, and they're people too.
And there is so much sympathy here from folks who live in the area, but they do want to see this become a safer park. Reporting live here at MacArthur Park, I'm Tom Wade. Back to you.
And Tom, before you go, is this cleanup affecting both the north and south sides of MacArthur Park? And how long is the park expected to stay closed?
So right now they're expecting it to stay closed for about 10 weeks. And yes, so only the south side will be affected. For folks who know the park, it's a very large park. It's divided by Wilshire. The north part of the park
Oh, wow, that was a good one. Holy mackeroo. I was recording right in the right moment.
To those folks who are unhoused there, they say they will, but that is much further in the future.
More than 98% in support of a strike authorization. Now, a strike could shut down much of the state's TV and film production. IATSE wants higher pay, larger contributions to health and pension plans, and more rest periods. The group representing studios and producers says it's committed to reaching an agreement that balances the needs of both parties.
Coming up next here at 9, Facebook's mysterious worldwide outage, how billions of users were knocked offline, plus new details from...
I can get one actually spiraling across. That would be really good.
And Congress is running out of time to raise the debt ceiling or risk defaulting on its bills for the first time ever. Why President Biden says Americans' retirement accounts could be impacted if lawmakers don't act.
And a deadly shooting on board an Amtrak train. What happened moments before gunfire broke out?
Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, I just caught that transformer that just exploded. Oh my god. There was a transformer explosion right there.
The Hyundai Sonata. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Sonata, or get up to $1,500 in bonus cash. Only at your SoCal Hyundai dealer.
Oh, oh, oh.
My family is everything.
Oh, here comes the thunderstorm right here.
Take the time to keep me on a healthy path.
We're about to see a lot of stuff out of this one.
And Optum helps me make smart decisions.
It's going to be going on like this for quite a very long time.
Sharing traditions with my family. That's what I'm strong for. Healthcare made stronger. Optum.
Oh, there you go, Jace. That was a good one.
It was kind of a shock after I started.
That was a good spiral.
Tippy driver.
Choosing a lawyer is an important decision. It helps to have a name you can trust, a firm with integrity, reputation, and results. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
It's your journey. Own it. The Hyundai Sonata. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Sonata.
Ooh, that was a good one.
In bonus cash. Only at your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Steve Harvey.
Fill in the blank. Blank Daddy.
Hot dog.
You love the XT.
Hot dog Daddy.
Or Fairly Feud. Nights at 6 and 7 on KCAL 9.
A brutal day for social media giant Facebook and its popular apps Instagram and WhatsApp. All phones were knocked offline today, leaving billions of users locked out. The global outage lasted about 6 hours.
It was the longest ever worldwide social media outage. The social media platforms had to use Twitter to let users know what was going on. The mysterious worldwide outage came amid harsh new scrutiny from Facebook over both its business practices and its ethics. Well, there are new complaints against the social media giant made to the SEC. Those allegations are from a former Facebook employee who copied tens of thousands of pages of internal research.
She accuses Facebook of putting the company's profits ahead of the public. More of her bombshell interview with 60
Okay, I
Minutes.
think I caught the end of it.
Facebook over and over again shows that it's for its own interests, like making more money.
That belief prompted Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen to file at least 8 separate complaints with the Securities and Exchange Commission, obtained by CBS News from a congressional source. Among the allegations, the social network misled investors and the public about its role in place ahead of the election. Haugen, speaking to
That was right close by.
As soon as the election was over, they turned them back off, or they changed the settings back to what they were before to prioritize growth over safety.
Facebook disputes that and says it maintained necessary safeguards, adding in a statement it has
got that one.
disclosed to investors. The risk remains of misinformation, hate speech, and extremism occurring on its platforms.
What happened between Election Day and January 6th on the platform?
There were a lot of people who were angry, fearful, so they spread those groups to more people. And then when they had to choose which content from those groups to put into people's newsfeed, they picked the content that was most likely to be engaged with, which happened to be angry, hateful content. And so imagine you're seeing in your newsfeed every day, the election was stolen, the election was stolen, the election was stolen. At what point would you storm the Capitol?
Internal company documents obtained from a congressional source show in 2019, a year after Facebook changed its algorithm to encourage engagement, its own researchers identified a problem. They set up this test account following former President Trump, the former First Lady, and Fox News. Within a day, the algorithm was recommending polarizing content. Conspiracy theory recommendations started on day 2. After about a week, the account received a QAnon suggestion. By week 2, its newsfeed was comprised by and large of misleading or false content. And in week 3, the account's newsfeed is an intensifying mix of misinformation, misleading and recycled content,
there you go.
polarizing memes, and conspiracy content interspersed with occasional engagement bait.
And you can say, how did that happen? Right? Like, why are we taking these incredibly out there topics, QAnon, right? Crazy conspiracies. Why are these the things that Facebook is choosing to show you?
That's 16. We'll probably wrap it up in a little bit.
Gasoline on a fire.
Facebook says it uses research like that test account
You
to
do my
identify
stuff.
security issues and in making decisions like removing QAnon from its platforms. The company says hate speech is down 50% over the last 3 quarters on its various platforms. And Facebook's entire statement is online at cbsnews.com. Haugen will next appear before the Senate Commerce Committee.
Oh, there you go, Jace. There's a good one.
They need to better regulate Facebook. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News.
That was a good one. What was that, a positive or negative? I think that was a negative. Didn't stay on the ground that much.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, there you go, Jace. No, I think that one was kind of a negative.
Especially the rain.
I didn't really stay on the ground that much.
Unfortunately, it sometimes comes all together.
I consider it a positive.
Tonight for sure. So be careful out there, folks. But we are definitely seeing lots.
We're starting to get some over here.
In and around the area, it's not very organized, as you can see. It's pretty widespread. Some folks are completely dry right now, and some are getting in on some pretty heavy rain. The good news about all of these showers or storms, some of them are storms, is that they're moving through at a really fast clip. So it's not causing
you caught that?
At least not yet. But as you take a look at what this one is doing in particular, as it makes its way through Downey,
Perhaps.
right along the 5 and headed toward the 110 and the 101, and it should be in LA in probably the next 10 or 15 minutes or so. This is what we're seeing. Pretty heavy rain moving up and through a lot of these areas pretty quickly here.
54% left.
Now, approaching Huntington Beach and Irvine, Rancho Santa Margarita. Those folks have gotten a good amount of rain tonight.
Got that one.
So we'll be continuing to watch out for this even as we head toward the early morning hours tomorrow. Oxnard reporting some light rain with current temperatures there in the upper 60s. We go to Torrance and they are seeing low 70s there, and they are mainly clear. So
got that power flash right there.
Temperature-wise, you'd think it'd be pretty chilly outside, but it's really not. It's mild in lots of places. Inland areas are in the mid to upper 70s. We've got low 70s along the coast there. Woodland Hills in the low 70s. Some 60s are out there in places like Oxnard. But other than that, we're not doing bad temperature-wise, and we'll continue to do this as we head toward tomorrow. Even though the numbers aren't bad, some of you are still a little bit cooler than you were at this time last night. We are down by 5 degrees. If you are in Van Nuys or Burbank or San Bernardino, the folks in Temecula are cooler by 9 degrees right now. In Long Beach, you're down by 5. So hour by hour, as we go through the overnight tonight, we're going to keep it cloudy, and temperatures are going to pretty much hold steady in the upper 60s. The reason we are getting all of this activity is because an area of low pressure is making its way through, and we're getting that rotation around this area of low pressure.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Storms move from south to north because we're getting that counterclockwise flow. In terms of what we're going to do for temperatures tomorrow, not bad. 82 degrees for Van Nuys, 70. We'll be on storm watch again. 83 degrees will be the high for tomorrow for the IE, 83 for the high desert, while the mountain communities will see temperatures in the 50s. You're up into the 60s for Wednesday and Thursday, and maybe 40s as we get into the end of the week. That's a look at what we're doing weather-wise. We'll send it back to you.
Marquina, thanks. Coming up, Governor Newsom signs a new law to make sure all expecting mothers have a healthy pregnancy and childbirth.
And nowhere to go. How California's longer wildfire seasons are posing a threat to the state's wildlife.
Closed-Cap's Me on KCAL 9 is sponsored by Oni, bringing simplicity to refinancing.
Experts say the inflation plan is ready to take off, but we still have a few 30-year fixed 2.75% rate in APR with no closing cost seats left. So call 833-7-OWN before the refi market flies completely away. Don't be a dummy. Save the money.
Citizensafe introduces Smart Life.
Oh, there you go, Jace.
Inside Smart Life are 80 revolutionary
Okay, let's wrap it up right here.